the argument that I would make is one of effectiveness, and that is that drones in Yemen, despite the Obama administration's rhetoric that what they want to do is disrupt, dismantle, and defeat al-Qaeda, that it's not drones or airstrikes that are really sort of driving al-Qaeda. It's the individuals who are being killed along with the al-Qaeda targets. One of the arguments, I think, has been that if the U.S. is able to bomb al-Qaeda, keep al-Qaeda back on its heels in Yemen, then al-Qaeda won't be able to sort of plot, plan, and launch attacks against the United States. My major critique is that this Yemen model that has been designed by individuals within the Obama administration is not actually disrupting, dismantling, and defeating al-Qaeda, at least in Yemen. In Yemen, what's happening on the ground is that al-Qaeda is actually expanding and the problem is being exacerbated.
This is part of what in the United States is described as the light footprint strategy, the idea that the U.S. does not have to be fully in to every single issue. What's the light footprint good at and what's it not so good at? Well, it's pretty good at getting a terrorist who is hiding away 35 miles from Islamabad, of course, without the knowledge of anybody else in Pakistan. It's not very good at shaping futures around the world.
I would argue that the drones and the airstrikes have not actually solved the problem. They've actually exacerbated the problem a great deal with it. Looking far down into the future and realizing the great impact that precedent can have. And I think that's something that both the Bush administration and the Obama administration have failed on with drones.
Broadly, I would say there's absolutely no political will. There's almost no financial capability, perceived at least in the United States, to do a massive development program in Yemen. And historically, I would say this is not something the United States is particularly good at. That maybe an individual project here or there, but in terms of transforming the economy of undeveloped country is not an American strength. So in a way, if all the options are lousy, do we end up with, well, I'll take the lousy drone option rather than the lousy, more expensive development option or the more risky military option?